birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tori Lowe Show on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the absolute positive number. It's Monday. I want to say welcome. It's been kind of weird today. It's been kind of bizarre today. It's been kind of warm today, so I don't really know what that's about. If somebody calls up and says global warming, I'm going to hit you in the head with a pencil. So I'm just saying. It's just, yeah. Hey, don't forget it's the last week. Get your tickets for the Truth Community Awards. I'm just saying, just make sure you show up so we can have some fun and have a party. That's what I'm saying, because that's what it is. We're going to give out some awards, some community leaders, and some strong peoples and organizations and all kind of stuff. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great. You just need to be here. It is going to be great. So, how's everybody doing? You make it through the weekend? Everybody had the day off because it was President's Day, so I was kind of salty about that. You know, everybody's like, what you doing? I'm off today. What do you mean you off today? Oh, yeah, I'm off. It's President's Day. Didn't make no money at the stock market because the stock market is closed. Well, it's no fun. But it is what it is. I'll just give up. What's that Cream City hat you got? Bucks? Oh, okay. Look at you. He didn't give me one. He didn't grab me one. Okay. That's all right. All right. So I want to talk to men today. So this is going to be a man show today. So ladies, if you want to chime in, that's fine. But it's a man show. Don't get mad and don't use examples of, well, what about when women? We're not going to talk about that. I'm just letting you know now. So when you get mad, now you can chime in and talk about men in your life and stuff like that. But when you try to equate it to women, or if you tell the women's side, if you call, I'm going to hang up on you. And if you're in the text, I'm not going to talk about it. So I'm just letting you know now, this is a guy show, okay? This is a guy show. We're going to talk about men. Women usually like men anyway. So that's, the thing. So there's a little bit of an epidemic. So I had a conversation with someone earlier, and they were trying to express to me, and I may get it right, I might not get it right. Feel free to call and state your case if you want to, 833-212-1017. Feel free. They basically said that when you're over 50, men don't like to be alone. They like to go out. They like to do things. And I'm being really, really general when I say that, really generic, right? Men like to go out. They're noticing it with their father, their stepfather, their uncles, that they like to be out and about and going. And they said the reason for that was because they don't want to be alone. And being a man over 50, I said, no. And the person said, well, the data says this and the data says that. I said, I know what it says, but I'm the person within the range and the data. Watch this. Not countering what they said, just saying what I'm saying. I'm saying, consider this. It's not that they don't want to be alone because they're out. Now, understand, this person was female and they were younger. So when you're female and younger, you see through a lens, and how can I say, there's not enough information that you have that can interpret what your lens is showing you, that it becomes limited, right? Difference between a 2-year-old and a 10-year-old who's learned how to read and can read books and see things and interpret, and right? Different outlook, same thing. So when you're over 50, you might think because you're younger, you see something when in fact it's really not that. It really turns into something we're going to talk about after this. But I'm going to dive in and do one side of it now. And then during the show, I'm going to talk about the other side, the real side. But being in line with what was said, there is an epidemic happening in America. Black men are seemingly aging alone. Not broke, not unloved, but alone. And we should probably talk about it because we're going to keep burying strong men who died emotionally long before their funeral program was printed. And let me give you three reasons I think why this happens. That portion of it. That the men that actually do die, quote unquote, alone. 1, black men were taught to be providers, not partners. For generations, we trained, we survived, we provided, we worked hard. That was the mission. Protect the family, pay the bills, be strong, make sure other people see you have a strong family. Don't cry, don't complain, don't fold, don't give up, no backward steps. That's it. But nobody taught us how to be emotionally available. We learned how to work overtime. We didn't learn how to open up. When retirement hits and the kids are grown and the title is gone. Some men look up and realize they built a life around function and not connection. And that's what I think she sees. And when function disappears, loneliness shows up. And a lot of brothers, they don't lose love, they lose purpose. And then they isolate. Number two, pride then starts to replace vulnerability because now it's your armor. We don't ask for help. We don't admit we're depressed. We don't admit that we're scared of being alone. You know what? How's your day? Good. Good has buried a lot of men. You got divorced, estranged children you don't talk to, broken friendships, then your health starts to decline, and instead of rebuilding, some black men retreat. They shrink their world, and they convince themselves solitude is strength. Isolation is not strength, it's erosion. You're eroding your life. The same brother who commanded a room at 45 can be sitting alone at 75. Not because nobody cares, but he never learned how to maintain relational equity, the give and take. Pride will let you die before it lets you dial a phone. And then there's number three. We didn't build like brotherhood on purpose. It just happens. Black women. You ever see black women get together? Now, I'm going to say this tongue in cheek. Them chicks, they don't need any reason to get together other than, oh, yeah, the girls going to get together. What y'all going to do? Nothing. And we'll sit and chatter for hours talking about nothing. Girl, did you see the such and blah, 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 blah. And that's not a bad thing. Women build community naturally. Church circles, sororities, chat groups, on and on, cousins, aunties, catching up. All right, to catch up with you, ride or die friend. Just go. Just go. Like, no problem. Be gone 3-4 hours. Where you at? Oh, we was just sitting at the restaurant talking. I was like, y'all ate for 4 hours? Like, no. We ate for like 30 minutes, and then we talked for like 3.5 hours. I was like, because that's what they can do. They're good at that. Men, we build around activity. One question, man, I ask you, not where you going. Are we hanging out tonight? Want to go to the club? We ask, what you doing? We get in the chat and go, what we doing? Because we build our lives around activity. We got work friends, we got frat brothers, we got like barbershop conversations, we got all that. But how many of us build intentional emotional brotherhood? It does happen at the activity. How many men check on each other outside of business, outside of events, outside of meetings? I find it funny. Now, I'm wired different. I get it. See, your career ends, your mobility slows, activity-based relationships disappear, and when you ain't at the lodge, the chapter meeting, the job, the team, the hustle, then everything goes away, you get silence. I'm different. I'm rolling. We gon' roll till the wheels fall off because activity-based relationships are great. We go to football games, basketball games, soccer. We go smoke cigars. We go to a movie. We got to do something. If you're not doing anything, men just not going to get together and sit around. That's why when we walk at McDonald's and we see that group of black men sitting around, I'll be like, never. Oh, you going to go hang out at McDonald's? Nope, not going to happen. Why is that? Because they aren't doing anything. I need activity. But let me be clear. It's not about blaming women or blaming society or calling men to maturity and all that stuff. Loneliness and aging isn't random. It's often a compound interest of decades of just avoiding emotion. And now sometimes women have gotten so used to men not being emotional that when they become emotional, they get mad. but it's reversible. All those people you haven't talked to, you can rebuild the relationship. All those people where you hurt, you need to apologize. All the communities that you want to be in, join it, but do it with intention. What are you going to do? Seek therapy without shame. Call your son, call your daughter, call your sister, call your brother. Admit you're not okay. Some days I come here and do this show, I am not okay. Zach be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, nah, yeah, today ain't the day. Because strength at 30 is physical. Strength at 65, at 75 is relational. And the strongest thing a black man can say is not, hey, I got this. Women might take it as a sign of weakness, but the strongest thing a black man can say is, I need you. If you reject that, you do it at your peril. Because aging alone isn't like inevitable. It's predictable if we refuse to grow emotionally. Black men deserve companionship, laughter, people who check on us. Not because we were powerful and who we were and what our title was because they love us. But that doesn't happen a lot. And so if you're listening today, call somebody. If you're listening today, build something deeper than business. If you feel alone, you're not weak. You're human. And the one thing there is at any age that's still available, healing.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 20th for the second annual Truth Community Awards, hosted by Homer Blow and yours truly, Bailey Coleman. Celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Tickets are on sale now. Visit 1017thetruth.awards.com to learn more. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffel's, Cousin Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall.
Steinhoffel's President 5-Day Sale is happening now, and the furniture and mattress savings are so good. Start with at least 10% off store-wide, then you'll get $50 off every $4.99 you spend, plus doorbusters you gotta see in person. And if you're financing, I got something huge for you. 60 months with no interest until 2031 when you spend over $19.99, plus you'll get a $200 MasterCard reward card. It's only 5 days, so don't wait, and it's only at Steinhoffel's.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We need to optimize the PID controller for smoother robotic movements.
Our data analysis shows a significant correlation between the variables in both control groups.
The test shows you experience an acute myocardial infarction.
As you'll see on the syllabus, this course will largely focus on the Mesozoic era.
Get your child the access every child deserves. Enroll your K through 8th grade child by February 28 at Milwaukee College Prep, mkeprep.com/enroll.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Saying all that today. I'm talking about men. 833-212-1017 is the number. So I think what's missing is when you look through the lens of a younger person and see men being alone, they don't want to be alone. That's why they're going out and they're hanging out and they're always doing stuff and they're going and doing. I said, consider this. This is what I was talking to the other person. I said, consider this. I said, what you're seeing, and I understand they're female, their father, technically fathers are doing this thing. They're not at home. Where you going? Oh, I'm out, so they got to do that. And they were like, oh, they don't want to be alone, right? Because at your age, you would think when you go out, I don't want to be alone. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. So when you see that in somebody else, you process it through your experience. Oh, they don't want to be alone. I say, as a black man over the age of 50, that's not true. They're going out and doing things because they want to experience all the things. And this is mine, and if you agree or disagree, 833-212-1017. I want to hear your side. They're doing it because there are things they want to do, they want to finish, they want to create, they want to innovate. And this is the hard part. Their horizon is shorter than yours. You've got another 40, 50 years. They may have 20 or 30. So they don't have time to flip around and move around the way you do. They have a sense of urgency, and they need to get it done. So when there's a trip, hey, we can go to Dubai. Bet. When we going? Next week. Oh, time out. Hey, you said you wanted to go. Let's go. Because they're living at a time where they know eventually they're not going to be able to move around. They're not going to be able to get on an airplane. They're not going to be able to take a plane or a car or go or even quite possibly leave the house. So they have to get it in now. It's not that they don't want to be alone. Now, let me tell the other side of that coin. Men, not just black men, do not want you to bother them at all. That's why we got man caves. Leave us alone. Let me watch my TV. Let me go to my movie. Let me hang out who I want to. Leave me alone. I ain't making new friends. I ain't coming, hey, let's go make some new friends. I don't want no new friends. I got the friends I got. Some of them I want to get rid of. I don't care. I'm doing me. And that's the dangerous part. Because the problem is you might be out in a crowd with 4,000 people, but in your mind, you're alone. And I catch myself sometimes. Sometimes I go out. I'll sit in Starbucks and it's busy. People speak. Hey, how's it going? I feel most uncomfortable when people know my name and they constantly stream through. Hey, Ken, how you doing? Hey, Dr. Ken, how you doing? Now I've been here too long. Now I'm not alone anymore. Now everybody knows me. I'm trying to be somewhere by myself so I can get my thoughts together, my writing together, whatever I'm doing. I'm choosing it. Now, if you choose it in public, that's great. If you retreat to your basement or your man cave and never come out, that's a problem. And that's the problem we need to watch for. That's the problem that we have to take a step back and go, okay, what are y'all doing? Right? We were taught to be protectors and providers, not partners. So even if you use the Bible as your compass, and I really don't care if you do or not. I do. Like, I'm just get over it. So we we follow you're the man of the house, so you're the protector, you're the provider, you make sure everything goes right. If something goes wrong, it's your fault. If she did it, it's your fault. If your kid did it, it's your fault. Like, that's it. And you carry that. You carried it before slavery, carried it through slavery. Think about after slavery, the drive of a black man wanting to take care of his family when he knew in slavery he could not. He could get killed. His family could get killed. Now, there's such, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to say furious, but is it furosity or something? I don't know. So you're so furious about and so cutting about taking care of your family that you'll blow up the world. You'll protest. You'll do everything you need to do to make sure your children's future, which is why we had the riots in '68 and all that, to make sure the future is great. That's provider. It's protector. Partner? Nah. Not so much. Not so much. So based on that, I have a poll question for the day. Is the man in your life over 50 alone? Yes or no? It's a simple yes or no. Are they alone? Start going back and look. Talking text line says, you're right about function. When my dad retired, he transferred all that being a provider feeling to his grandkids. And then Crystal said, I know somebody like this, breaks my heart. So then there's an easy way to fix it. It'll drive them crazy. They'll argue and complain, but they won't do anything. Go visit them. Go visit them. You know how you'll know that you broke through? They'll say, hey, I thought you was going to come visit me today. Hey, you missed yesterday. What happened? That way you know that they're fine. See, guys have a language that many women don't understand. They think they do. Oh, I understand, my man. No, you don't. No, you don't. And many of them think they do. There are a lot of things, and if you care to share, 833-212-1017 is the number. There's a lot of things that are easy to fix, but they're not fixable because society has put us in a space. Now, granted, Gen Z has gone so far to the other side that it's almost embarrassing, you know, that men can't do certain things that men are supposed to do. Not can or can't do, actually supposed to do. They don't do it. Argue with a person. Somebody trying to attack your family and you, well, you know, they have a point. Like, drives me crazy. Men going in church wearing hats. Drives me crazy. Somebody told me, well, they might lose their salvation, so we don't want to, insult them by having them take their hat off. Huh? If a person can't follow simple discipline of taking their hat off indoors in the presence of women and indoors, then they sure ain't gonna follow nothing the Bible say. Like, what are you talking? Like, what? Anyway, I digress. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real said, women and children are lived unconditionally. We're loved for our activities. Okay. We're loved for our... Okay, so women and children are loved unconditionally, and we're loved for our activities. Quanda said, everything you said is facts, and I see it on a daily basis in and out of work. The hospital, the nursing home settings are more heartbreaking, awaiting on a visit. And that's why, if you're in an organization, you should find your local nursing home and just go visit them once a month. Just show up. Say hello. Well, I think you should start with your mother and your father and your cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents first. But at some point, what you see is different. Black men want to be alone because I can be alone in my mind. I'm one of those guys that I can go to a place with 10,000 people, and as long as you don't bother me, I'm good. Sit around, be in my own mind, thinking to myself. And part of it's the ADHD. I get it. I like being by myself. When I want to be around people, I literally call, hey, what you doing? Yeah, all right, let's go. Or I'll put in the chat, hey, I'm going to the cigar bar. Anybody want to go? Going to the cigar lounge. Let's go here. I'm going to be here for this at a time. Sometimes people show up. Sometimes people don't. I don't really care. But I have to make a conscious effort to do that. Otherwise, you really, and not trying to be altruistic, you really stop other people from being blessed by you. Al, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Well, first thing I want to say to the men that's over 50, continue to live your life. Like I know my father lived his life, and like I always told my father, if nobody check on you, let them rot. Okay, because you're not about the matter of convenience. If they can't say hi, and this goes for friends, family, grandchildren, all of them, if they can't say hi or hello, let them rot, okay?
What does let them rot mean? What does let them rot mean? What does that mean?
That means go through your life like they're dead.
Why would you do that?
You can't get a...
Why?
Because they're a sorry sack, pathetic matter of convenience, N-word, that's why. Because a person is not about the matter of convenience. So if you can't say hi, how you doing, then you let them rot. And the kids, too.
Wow.
Because if you don't, they feel you about the matter of convenience. And nobody is about the matter of convenience.
Everybody's about the matter of convenience. A lot of things we do, the jobs we take, the money we make.
We're talking about people. We're talking about people.
We are.
We're talking about people. And so I tell my father that I live by, if they can't say hello, let them rot. And if they call you to say goodbye, let them rot. And if they say, I can't get in touch with you, let them rot.
So at what point, So at what point do you take the higher road, be the bigger person, the more mature person, and acknowledge them anyway, regardless of what they did to you? Like, where does forgiveness play a part in that anywhere?
That's not my responsibility to do that.
Okay.
I don't believe in olive branches. Just cut the whole tree down.
I'll remember
Have a good day.
I'll remember that. So next time somebody does something wrong, zero forgiveness. Got it. Makes sense to me. And now with 1017 The Truth Traffic, here's Debbie Lazaga.
Well, slowing down on 41 southbound between Silver Spring and Capitol Drive. You're back on the brakes just south of Greenfield Avenue on the bypass, all the way down to the Hale Interchange. As a matter of fact, as you swing eastbound on 894, you're going to see more delays all the way over to about 51st Street. We got southbound 43 backing up from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. After that, it kind of opens up. You're good to go all the way down into the Mitchell Interchange. If you're heading to the airport, that's good news for you. Westbound 94 backing up from about 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road. On the eastbound side, 84th Street to Hawley Road, and again coming out of the Stadium Interchange. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 34. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a chance for afternoon rain, a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
In celebration of Black History Month, it's coming to Milwaukee for one amazing performance. The Sounds of Gospel Music. February 22nd at 3 p.m. at Brady Symphony Center. The anthology depicting the rich history of the evolution of gospel music. The Sounds of Gospel. Featuring some of the greatest gospel singers in the country. Tickets on sale now at mso.org/concert/The Sound of Gospel. Presented by Second Chance Outreach.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a united way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. All-Star Weekend is over, but included many Milwaukee ties in the process. Former Bucks point guard Damian Lillard bested Bobby Portis and Wisconsin Lutheran High School alum Con Knippel in the three-point contest. Whitnell High School alum and Miami Heat sharpshooter Tyler Hero was the event's defending champion, but missed the event due to injury. Bucks are back at it this Friday against the Pelicans in New Orleans. In college basketball, Badger basketball is heading to Ohio State for a Big Ten matchup tomorrow at 7. Marquette hosts St. John's on Wednesday at 8. UW-Milwaukee won a close one against UW-Green Bay this weekend, 75-72.
EPW driving on a double team, handed off for Kone, who rises up, throws it down.
Their next game is against Detroit Mercy on Friday. This Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown team, member FDIC.
It's Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Let me tell you how the algorithm works. The ad that just popped up. Dating arts, chats for shy men.
Bruh.
833-212-1017 is the number. Curly Q said, I definitely go and visit and call. He always perks up when I call. I love it. And it's nothing to just call and say, hey, Dad, just thinking about you. How you doing? It'd be the little things. Sincere said, that hurt be real and ours a certain way with certain folks. 77 said, I get out, but it's a limit. Own it. I stay in my flower garden. See that? That. You got to get out. You got to get out. Even if it's just to sit somewhere by yourself, because I can be alone in my mind. So if that's the case, hey, it is what it is. But that's what I do. That is exactly what I do. So anyway, 833-212-1017 is the number. We're talking about men today, and men being alone over 50. And this is something younger men can take into account, because everybody says, that's not going to be me. I'm not going to do that. And you do it because it's human nature. It's human behavior, and you got to actively do something to change it. Otherwise, you're going to fall into the same hole. Into the same hole. So I'm just saying. And so one of the things we talked about was that pride replaces vulnerability, right? Pride replaces vulnerability. We just don't want to tell anybody. One of the reasons why we don't go to the doctor, I do. Told you I'm weird. I go to the doctor. Hey, I got an ailment. My back hurts. My neck hurts. My shoulder hurts. My foot hurts. My knee hurts. I'm going, get it checked. At least someone's looking in on you. If you have a father, regardless of your relationship, you should check on him. Call. Hey, check it out. You see how you doing? It don't matter if they scream and holler. What you want? Why you mad at me? Ah! Check anyway. Check anyway. I mean, get to the point of, you know what? I haven't been hollered at this week. I got to call my dad. And then call him. Hey. Then you start poking them. What? I'll holler at you. So, you're on the phone. What you going to do? Hang up? They hang up? Call them back. Be vindictive about it. Have some fun, right? Because they're not going to always be here. And they're not going to always be around to harass and poke and call. They're not. And you need to take advantage of it when you can. And nobody wants to think about that. That's why Lanita was talking the other day about insurance. Nobody wants to think about that. And then it comes, they go, oh my God, I wasn't prepared. No kidding. You could have been, but you didn't because you're too busy doing everything else. Pay attention. Pay attention. Go on a trip. Figure out a reason. Oh, look, it's your ex-birthday. Let's go on a trip. And go on a trip. Why is that hard? Why is that tough? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. We have to understand that you can be a provider and a partner. You can be vulnerable and have pride. But unfortunately, you can't get rid of family. You're just going to have to live with it. You're going to have to pick them up and say, hey, dude, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is where we're going. What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017. I find it interesting that Sincere, Ronnie Ray Rios said, women and children are loved unconditionally. We're loved for our activities. You mean in terms of what we do? Look at what my dad did for me. You don't just love dad because he's your dad. Nope. Look at what he did for me. But here's the thing. Most men show their love by doing things. A lot of women don't grab that at all. Some women will tell you, well, I don't need you to take care of me. Then you have basically told that man 90% of what you bring to the table, I don't want. And he's leaving. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Well, I don't understand why this is the partnership. No, it's not. Relationships are not partnerships. It is not 50-50. Somebody's going to be 60. Somebody's going to be 40 one day. The next day it'll flip, and the person that was 40 was 60, and the other person that was 60 is 40, and now you got to flip. Why is that? Because nothing's perfect, and nothing is equal. Unfortunately, men tend to carry the heavier burden in terms of expectation. You mean your wife's car broke down? You mean your daughter's car broke down and you didn't go fix it? Oh, it's your job. And then they get mad. Whoa, what you do? They get mad. Literally, they get mad when you try to help them, and then they get mad when you don't. Because when they need something, they pick up the phone quick. Hey, Dad. And that same dad is sitting in a nursing home somewhere. He call you too busy. Too busy. Craziness. Too busy. I don't understand. 833-212-1017 is the number. Curly Q say, go on a trip, but not every year on your birthday because then you have nothing to look forward to. Absolutely. You can go for a walk. Come on now. Go for a walk. Bruh. It's like, really? Come on. Y'all a tough crowd. Y'all a tough crowd. And even if your father like wasn't emotionally there, that doesn't mean you can't be emotionally there for him. Because now, boomers ain't putting up with that. They be like, "Hey, dude, we gotta go. What we doing? Yeah, we out. We're gonna have a party in Vegas, and then we're going to Vancouver, and then we're going to Montreal, and then we're going to Dubai. Boop, gone. Because you have a shorter horizon. You know, y'all got 30, 40 years, 50 years left. We got 20, 30, maybe 40. Ain't got time for that. Don't have time for it. Got to roll out. Get it all done. Get her all did. So, I'm just saying. When we come back, I want to dive into the other portion we were talking about as it relates to building brotherhood on purpose. Making friends. Do you have any guy friends? And I mean friends. I mean somebody that you can call with your darkest secret and they won't judge you. Do you have one of those? If you do, give me a call. If you don't, tell me why. 833-212-1017 is the number. I want to remind you to listen on Friday right here during Black History Month for Dr. Ken's Black History Trivia. It's not just questions, it's culture, facts they don't teach you, and stories that matter. I'll be testing what you know and test you on something along the way and teach you something too. Lock in Friday. This Friday, the 20th, bring your brain with you. Don't just put it under your arm and walk in the door. Dr. Ken's Black History Trivia Fridays in Black History Month on 101.7 The Truth. Truth in the Afternoon with me. For contest rules, visit goodkarmabrands.com.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, something big is coming. The Summerfest lineup you've been waiting for is dropping soon, and 101.7 The Truth is getting you ready early. From February 16th through February 19th, we're giving you a chance to win T-Mobile 9-day power passes so you can experience it all. Listen throughout the day for your shot to win and get plugged in before the official lineup announcement. Don't miss out, the countdown is on. Only on 101.7 The Truth.
Injured at work, unable to work due to health problems, or denied veteran benefits you're entitled to? Last year, Tayback Law returned over $73 million in wrongfully denied VA and Social Security benefits to people in our communities. Tayback Law celebrates Black History Month by bringing its message to 101.7 The Truth. The team is thrilled to see Milwaukee achieve this exciting new outlet for speaking truth to power. And Tayback Law is always ready to fight for you. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
It is time to plan for kindergarten. Will your child turn 3, 4, or 5 by September 1st? Learn about kindergarten programs and enroll now at Milwaukee Public Schools. Explore schools offering traditional kindergarten, Montessori, and more. MPS students enjoy art, music, and physical education along with reading, writing, math, and science. Bus transportation and before and after school care are available. Attend the citywide kindergarten enrollment fair on February 21st at North Division High School. Get the details at mpsmke.com/enroll.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. We're getting close to capacity. That's the second annual Truth Community Awards this Friday. If you don't want to miss it, get your tickets now by going to 1017thetruth.awards.com. That's 1017thetruthAwards.com. Got it? Okay. I want to say congratulations to the amazing award recipients this year. Andre Douglas, Erica Crowley, Farina Brooks, Joseph Addison, Melody McCurtis, and Shawana Lindenberg. Thank you to all of them for making a real difference in our community. Community awards are presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel and sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, and Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall. Come celebrate with us this Friday, February 20th. Doors open at 5:30. Hosted by Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman. Again, that's at Avenue. That's at the Avenue. I'll get it right. 3rd Street Market Hall in Venue 3. 833-212-1017 is the number. Let me check my because I was hollering at people and they might be coming after me. By the way, let me take my kudos. I told y'all it was going to be warm this week, and people argue with me. Oh, no, we go snow. It's going to be really bad. It's going to be terrible. Blah, 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 blah. 50 minutes after the hour. 61 degrees, feels like 61 degrees. The winds are from the west-southwest at 7 miles an hour. Tonight, the low will drop to 34. But it's 61 degrees. And I told people it was going to be warm. No, it's not. It's going to be cold. It may as well be warm because TSA, they working without pay. So you may not get anywhere. We'll talk about that a little later, but all you want is all you got right now because you might not be able to go anywhere. But I guess technically they have to show up to work. I guess they have to actually show up to work. Interesting. 833-212-1017. Quanda said, how should I feel about the men in my life? I speak to them, pray over them, and for them, but they continue to give me their... I don't know what that means. I kind of know what that means, but I'm not going to say that on the air. Saying and doing is a big difference. Sure it is. Sure it is. But in the end, when you can say that you were right, that's what counts. Doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Not because somebody was watching or somebody was... Okay, so let me read this again. How should I feel about the men in my life? I speak to them, pray for them, and they continue to give me they blank to kiss or act as if someone else is doing it. Well, that depends on the relationship. Is it, and no, I'm not asking this question to get it answered. I'm just putting it out there so people can consider it. Is it a boyfriend? Is it a husband? Is it a father? Is it a brother? Like those different things take different answers, so to speak. Curly Q, Dr. Ken, that's what you said, go on a trip every year. I didn't say, well, I just put that out there. That was just an example, but you don't necessarily have to go on a trip every single year for your birthday. Now, I know some of y'all do. Some of you youngsters be like, oh, it's my 28th birthday, and I'm like, well, what? You're not going to wait till you're 30 or 40, or they go every single year. Every single year. I just find it interesting. Quanda said, I just continue to be and do me regardless. They'll remember me when times get lonely for sure. Oh. Curly Q said, isn't this the week where the trivia will be Wednesday? No, that's next week. Next week. And actually, the trivia will be Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday. And I'll say it over and over and over. Trivia is this Friday and next Tuesday. Got it? Okay. Get it? Got it? Good. No, it's not this week. It's next week. It's next week. No. No, I didn't. Don't scare me like that. Next Friday, I'm off. Next Thursday and next Wednesday. Okay. He scared me. Crystal said, where's the poll? So I think, Crystal, you got to scroll up and click it. It should say there. It says at 101.7 The Truth poll. Is the man in your life over 50 alone? 58% said yes, they're alone, and 42% no, they're not. If you clicked yes, then you should probably do something about it. That's just me. I'm just saying. Quanda said, then what's not said is all the answers I need so you understand it's my brothers, uncles, and male friends. Sometimes women can come off a little over the top instead of flowing with them. Does that make sense? Flowing with them. Kind of going along for the ride. Stop trying to direct and stop trying to manipulate and just go along for the ride. Be there. And then kind of, and I'm not dispensing advice, I'm just saying what I would do. Then when they need something, they'll ask. They just need to get used to you being there. You know what I'm saying? They need to get used to, oh yeah, they'll be here when they stop by, I'll say something. And then they'll eventually say something. Yep. Yep. Melody said, I found my dad died of a heart attack. The pork chop dinner I bought for him was still on the table from the day before. He wasn't with me the first 16 years. We made up for lost time. It was wonderful. It's good to hear. Quanda said, I'm definitely in the Bahamas for my 47th this year. Okay, so here's a problem, Quanda. If you're in Miami, how far away are the Bahamas? Like 30 minutes? Like, come on. That's like me going to Chicago. Hey, dude, hey, I'm going to Chicago. No, I'm going to Racine for my birthday. What? And I'm in Milwaukee. That's like I'm going to Waukesha. Hey, I'm going to go to Mequon for my birthday, y'all. I'm going to Mequon. I'm just teasing. Have some fun. You got Melody got 5 brothers? Good Lord. 833-212-1017 is the number. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Top 5 at 5. That's always for the ladies. Up next.
Half of American parents cannot afford diapers. Hi, this is WTMJ's Kristen Bry. This spring, WTMJ and the Milwaukee Diaper Mission are teaming up to change that. Join me for WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies, where we will raise funds for Milwaukee Diaper Mission. Register to bowl with us on March 7th at Village Bowl in Menominee Falls. Registration is now open. Go to WTMJCares.com to sign up. Act quickly, teams will fill up fast. It's WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies to help the Milwaukee Diaper Mission.
Are you ready to level up your mindset, your money, and your future? Join Coach Erica Odom, real estate investor, success coach, and published author for On the Journey with Coach Erica. This month's episode airs Wednesday, February 18th at 6 p.m. and focuses on why real estate is a mindset before it's a move. Coach Erica welcomes Cortez Perry, author and entrepreneur, and realtor Brianna Job as they share the routines, discipline, and mindset that sets successful people apart. Tune in to On the Journey with Coach Erica, live on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in.
What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Listen to the man who tells you exactly how he sees it. The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Poll says 58% yes, they're alone, 42% no, they're not. Al said, Al Walters. Okay. Al said, hey, Doc, I got a question for you regarding the truth. Are you coming on the 20th? If someone wants tickets, how do they get them? Go to 1017truthawards.com, or you can go to 1017thetruth.com, and there's a picture. You can just click it, and it'll take you to the awards section, and you can just buy tickets. I'll be there. Wow. Al looking for me or something? Wait a minute. Why are you asking? What you want? Let's see. Curly Q say, I agree, Melody, about a trip. I love it. Quanda said, I tried all that. I tried all of that, what you said. I've been there and continue to be there because I could never do people how they do me. Yes, you could. Everybody got a limit. Everybody got that point where, everybody got that thing. So Quanta said, I haven't been anywhere in the past 2 years, so I'm going. Good. Have a great time. Good. And also, you can look at the chat at the top, and they should have pinned the link to go to the Truth Community Awards. So you can do that. Crystal said, I hope you have fun. Happy early birthday. Quit telling me happy birthday, and it's not my birthday yet. I know you wasn't talking to me. Quanda said, thanks. That's Crystal. I'm sure she said thanks. It came out that's because, Don't you love autocorrect? Drives me crazy. I appreciate that, but Curly up on Southern class. Oh, wow. Okay. So y'all went to school together? Curly Q and Quanda? Y'all went to school together? Well, Melody said cheaper to fly to Paris than domestic last time I checked. Yeah, it is. You're right. You are absolutely right. Yep. Quanda said, I just stopped communicating. That's all. No love lost. That's mean. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be nice. Communicate. 833-212-1017 is the number. You got to communicate. Come on. That's kind of mean. That's mean. Oh. Isn't that mean? Yeah, that's mean. So I got a question. And DJ Brother Z, you can answer this question. Whether or not you accept information, does it matter who tells you?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it matter the more important that person is or the more power that person has and they tell you something? You take them on their word, right?
I mean, yeah, it just depends on their credibility.
Okay.
Ethos, logos, and pathos.
Okay.
Number 5.
This from Associated Press. Former U.S. President Barack Obama. Would you listen to him?
Depends on what.
He said he has not seen evidence of aliens have made contact with us after sending social media a buzz by saying aliens were real on a podcast over the weekend. During a lightning round of questions with podcast host Brian Tyler Cohen, Obama was asked, are aliens real? His response, they're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept at Area 51. On Sunday, the former president released a statement on Instagram appearing to clarify what he meant by his comments that have since gone viral. He said, I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round, but since it's gotten attention, let me clarify. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there. But the distances between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low, and I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Secrecy around Area 51, a top-secret Cold War test site in Nevada desert, has long fueled conspiracy theories among UFO enthusiasts. In 2013, the CIA acknowledged the existence of the site, but not UFO crashes, black-eyed extraterrestrials and all that stuff, staged moon landings. Declassified documents refer to the 8,000-square-mile installation by name after decades of U.S. officials refusing to even acknowledge it. The base has been a testing ground for a host of top-secret aircraft, including the U-2 and later the B-2 stealth bomber. Now, there have been recent releases of information that clearly shows they believe we've been visited by I'm trying to think of it. IAP or something, an unidentified UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. So they've already admitted that. Yeah, we've been here and we've had people that have, or something that's visited us and we have no idea what the heck it is. So we already know that. Interesting. Hey, by the way, we talked about the TSA earlier. I'm thinking it might be easier to get to the International Space Station than to get to Chicago.
Number 4.
From Black Enterprise, amid the latest government shutdown, several cities and airports are dealing with thousands of delays and cancellations over President's Day weekend. Cancellations have affected airports in major cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, and Orlando, causing passengers to hit a ground stop on their trips. These cities face the highest issues at the airports as severe flight delays occurred to and from those destinations. However, the reasons behind the botched travel stems from federal control across airlines such as American, Southwest, Delta, Spirit. 2,000 airlines face delays, primarily due to a mix of severe weather, operational issues, and high airport volumes. According to data from Travel and Tour World, cities like Dallas-Fort Worth saw an average flight delay of 45 minutes with over 300 thunderstorm-induced flight disruptions. At the same time, Miami International Airport had similar average delay times with nearly 80 flights impacted, primarily due to terminal operation and capacity constraints. Another city and major airline hub, Denver, had its own bout of disrupted travel due to weather, as well as stops through New York City's JFK Airport, San Francisco International, carrying their own ripple out west. And so sometimes when you're east of the Rockies, whatever happens out west can affect everything going east. So it's kind of tough. And so while the issue may not be directly related to the partial government shutdown, travelers should anticipate more turbulence in the skies as the closure freezes funding for Homeland Security, and the Department of Homeland Security oversees TSA, meaning officers at airport security will have to forego pay until the shutdown ends. So if they're a little salty, if they got a little attitude, you might want to show them a little love. I'm just saying. And one of my favorite actors passed away today.
Number 3.
This from WISN.com. Actor Robert Duvall reflected on his films and studio treatment in a 1984 KCRA interview. And he told a funny story about how everyone, even people who didn't like movies, seemed to have seen Apocalypse Now. He recalled intense onset effects, saying, "From a quarter mile, I could feel the heat on back of me when that thing begins to go," talking about the gasoline-based napalm used for the scene. Duvall also discussed other movies and criticized studios for uneven distribution. Tender Mercies, The Great Santini, had unusual release paths compared to, like The Godfather. Robert Duvall died on Sunday, yesterday, at the age of 95. I thought he was a great actor. Apocalypse Now, if you've never seen the movie, of all the movies you should probably see in your life, Apocalypse Now was one of them. It had some of the best movie lines I've seen. So if you get a chance, you might want to, go check it out. And unfortunately, sadly, more people died in a Milwaukee car crash.
Number 2.
From JS Online, a second person critically hurt in a fatal crash near American Family Field has died from their injuries. That's according to the Milwaukee Police Department. Another person was pronounced dead at the scene. The single vehicle crash happened about 2:45 this morning. The morning of the 15th, yesterday, at the intersection of West Mitchell and South 36th Street. Police sent out an update around 11:30 a.m. today that a second person taken to the hospital after the crash had died. Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office has not yet identified either person. Speed was a factor in the crash, and residents of the Burnham Park neighborhood, a hub spot for traffic crashes and reckless driving, have led efforts to add speed humps and stop signs to the area. City of Milwaukee has recorded 4 fatal crashes in the first 6 weeks of 2026. That's according to data from MPD's Traffic Safety Unit. In total, Milwaukee's had 1,800 traffic crashes since the start of the year. That's a lot. 1,800 traffic crashes and it's only February 16th. 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Wow. That's tough. That is tough. Except some information in here. Near American Family Field. 36 in Mitchell ain't nowhere near American Family Field. Like, what drug are you on that you would think this is near American Family Field? Like, they actually put it in the title. The person critically injured in a crash near American Family Field has died. 36 in Mitchell? No. Wow. And guess what? I don't think this person even lives in Wisconsin who wrote this story. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Well, if you think that's unfortunate, the fight is on.
Number 1.
This from JS Online. 2 members of Milwaukee's Common Council have been removed from committees after a verbal confrontation in a lead-up to a news conference about potential immigration and customs enforcement operations in the city. Common Council President Jose G. Perez reshuffled council member assignments on city committees, a shakeup that will no longer see Mark Chambers Jr. and Jocasta Zamarripa serve on committees where the other is present. That's according to a list of appointments circulated by email to council members and city departments on February 14th. The decision is unusual as committee changes routinely take place after elections. Council seats are not up for election until 2028, and the move strips Chambers of his role on the powerful licenses committee where Zamarripa serves as chairwoman and as vice chair of the Judiciary and Legislation Committee. Zamarripa was also removed from her role as vice chair of the Community and Economic Development Committee, of which Chambers is a member. Sources, here it is, who requested anonymity said they were not authorized to speak about the situation, told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that the move comes after Chambers confronted Zamarripa on February 11th. Chambers could be heard yelling throughout the council members' offices. Sources said the altercation took place on the second floor where council members' offices are located at City Hall shortly before a news conference where she and other Common Council members floated plans to limit federal immigration operations in Milwaukee. The proposal arising after federal immigration enforcement actions in Minnesota includes banning masks for law enforcement officers and preventing federal officers from staging on city property. It is unclear whether the argument was related to the proposal. A source familiar with the situation said conflicts between Chambers and Zamarripa are nothing new and well known among those working at City Hall. Zamarripa, who was elected to Common Council in 2020, represents the 8th District on the South Side, declined to comment. She's running for Wisconsin Secretary of State. And Chambers, who joined the Common Council in 2022 to represent the 2nd District on Milwaukee's Northwest Side, also did not respond to a request for a comment. My word on all that? Shocking.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all is right. Hey, Truth Nation, now's your chance to be our one call, that's all. Gruber 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered in to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number 3 right now at 833-212-1017, and you'll be entered in to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that's caller number 3 at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has ever been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. That's gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
On Sunday afternoon, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to face in-state rival UW Green Bay Phoenix at the UWM Panther Arena for the Battle of I-43.
Loop a pass, baseline right, Franklin, in on Cotton, reverse layup. Oh, that was pretty. Elam, wrap a pass, left corner, Jackson, trigger 3, and he hits it.
Scott Warris has the coverage starting at 1:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 2 o'clock.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Steinhoffel's President 5-Day Sale is happening now, and the furniture and mattress savings are so good. Start with at least 10% off store-wide, then you'll get $50 off every $4.99 you spend, plus doorbusters you gotta see in person. And if you're financing, I got something huge for you. 60 months with no interest until 2031 when you spend over $19.99, plus you'll get a $200 MasterCard reward card. It's only 5 days, so don't wait, and it's only at Steinhoffel's.
In celebration of Black History Month, it's coming to Milwaukee for one amazing performance. The Sounds of Gospel Music. February 22nd at 3 p.m. at Brady Symphony Center. The anthology depicting the rich history of the evolution of gospel music. The Sounds of Gospel. Featuring some of the greatest gospel singers in the country. Tickets on sale now at mso.org/concert/The Sound of Gospel. Presented by Second Chance Outreach.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Trying to say something with that song or what?
You act like I know this song.
I know you don't know it. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Like he never knows when he hits something and it's like the cut, and he's just be sitting there like, I said, he has no idea what he did. 833-212-1017 is the number. It's like somebody walked up behind him and said, hey, Zach, yeah, play that song. Be like, okay. Ooh, 833-212-1017 is the number. Quanda say, I just continue to be and do me, regardless, though. Remember me when times get lonely for sure. Curly Q said, isn't this the week? And I reminded y'all that no, that's next week. Where's the poll? Go click for it. Oh, there it is. It was behind the Get Your Tickets banner. Yeah, you got to scroll. And it'll, yeah. Curly Q say, what's the poll? The poll is regarding the men in your life that are over 50. Are they alone or are they not alone? Just a question. Just a question. Let me scroll down and see what y'all talking about. Travel, get out of the element, expand your horizons, truly, even if it's a day road trip. I heard now. I was wrong. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's back up now. Okay. Okay, we did that. Holiday trip. You have to have a passport. No, you don't. I don't. Yeah, I guess you do because it's out of the country. Anyway, I want to say congratulations to Willie. He's our finalist for the 5K Gruber giveaway. So he'll be his name will be tossed in the ring, and maybe he'll get a phone call and a few from the morning show and see if bruh wins. So I'm just saying. Bruh. Crystal said Duvall had a very long life. Rest in peace. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Quanda said, right, Crystal. Let me go back because y'all sound like y'all beating up some people. Surreal Runner Real said most men be lonely, Dr. Ken, because they're not seen or heard. That is 100% true. Instead, people have selfish thoughts and ideas about what they make of men instead of understanding them. Yes, they do. Because a lot of times women get in their head what's right, and nothing you can say or do will change their mind because they feel like it's a weakness or you're disrespecting them. If they actually say they were either wrong or they were just not right, that it was actually something else. And it's terrible. And so really, men just want to be listened to. They want to be heard because they believe, and yes, I'm speaking for all men, because men believe that if you would listen and I say it, I think you would then be able to help me, to add to it, to have a conversation. But once women make up their mind, they really don't want to have a conversation. They just believe that they're right and that's it. And they're too busy countering what you're saying instead of just say what you say. Like say what you're saying. What do you mean? Or if you try to tell a woman, like I've had some of my friends say, they try to tell them, this is what I need. They give you what they think you need, and it's not what you need. And then they go, well, I gave you such and such. You'd be like, yeah, but I didn't need that. Like, I literally asked you for this. You brought me this. Well, I thought that'd be good for you. I don't want that. I want this. Like, if you're going to help, help. Don't say your help, and then when it comes time to help, show that you didn't listen because you bring and do the wrong thing. And then get mad like you ain't happy. He was at work and I took him food and da-da-da-da. Right, but you took food that he couldn't eat. What do you mean? He might be pescatarian. He might only eat fish, and you brought him some chicken. Like, what? It's just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. Jasmine said, I've learned to listen more to my brothers. They're all older than me by many years, mainly to their sounding board. I realize they don't express themselves much. Quanda said, but men do the same thing when they are firm on something. See, that's the key. That right there in your response, Quanda, is why a man won't listen to you. Because when they tell you about themselves and they expect to have a conversation about them, you add yourself to the conversation. Oh, well, I did that too. And it just kills everything. Like, it just, like, why bother talking? Because you don't listen. Listen. But most women don't. It's about them and what they think. And then when you try to explain yourself, some idiot, moronic person came up with mansplaining. So now you don't even get a chance to explain yourself because they'll accuse you of mansplaining. Like, I'm a man and I'm explaining myself. Like, why is, like, of course it is. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Like, you get, Jasmine kind of nailed it. Another thing is I realize about men via my brothers is they only like to say stuff once.
What'd you say?
Me? You're talking to me?
Yeah, what'd you say?
They only like to say stuff once. Don't make me say it again.
That's twice.
But I'm talking to a guy. Men expect women to listen, to hear what they're saying. They don't need your, just like you don't need, they don't need your input. They're going to ask you. But if they open up to ask you, they want your opinion, but they want you to give it some thought. They want you to think about it and then say off the cuff, yes, no, I don't think so, because your intuition is everything. Your intuition, when you go, I'm not really feeling that. I don't really know why, but I'm not feeling that. Usually you're 99.9% correct. But you have to actually listen. So if they open up and share with you and you miss it, they ain't coming back. They'll be like, yep, you had your chance. Because women will, and I'm generalizing, women will decide they are going to do something based on what they perceive to be right, and it's 100% wrong. And at that point, they don't want to hear anything you have to say. They don't want to hear anything you want to add to it because they think they're right. They have one smidgen of the information, and they go, well, and then they talk to their friends, and their friends go, yeah, girl, and their friends just co-sign them and support them because they're women. And they all wrong. And then they all end up what? Sad and alone because they got it wrong and they don't understand why, because they don't listen. They don't listen. Quanda said, no, I wasn't adding myself. I'm totally just saying when they are, they believe that's all and that's all. Yeah. Okay. Yep. But see, the difference is when men are like women in a breakup, they get mad. But women will just pack up and leave. Boop, you come home, they gone. Boop, bye. Or they'll tell you, I'm leaving, and then they leave. If a man does that, he abandoned me. Time out. You said get out. You said, well, you can leave. And then they leave. And then they get mad. Like, this is weird. But society gives us a double standard. They give us a double standard. It's just one of those things. We just can't get around. It's a double standard. Life is terrible. I say all that to say, men being alone, they want to be alone. It's how they're alone that you need to be careful of. If he's alone because he's going out and going and hanging out somewhere and be with the guys and go hang out with other people, he's fine. He's alone in his head. He doesn't talk to anybody. He gets his work done, and then he hangs out with people and talks and, hey, what's going on? And different people. He's good. He's good. But if he go in the basement, I'm going in the basement and chill. Where you going? Oh, I'm going to be in the basement watching TV. Where you going? Or you start coming home and that's where you find them. When we come back, I'm going to talk about what do you do when... I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. I might get some of y'all in trouble. Hey, the award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Black excellence and the most monumental moments in our history. All month long, we're honoring the voices, the stories, and the achievements that have shaped our past, empowered our present, and continue to inspire our future. Remember, I just told you, tune in to Dr. Ken's Trivia, spotlighting powerful facts and moments you need to know. Bring your brain with you. And Tori Lowe's Our Voices, Our Stories, amplifying the youth, the perspectives, and the lived experiences that define who we are. Tune in all month long as 1017 The Truth lifts up the legacy, the brilliance, and the power of Black history, because Black history isn't just history, it's happening every day. 1017 The Truth celebration of Black History Month is presented by our proud sponsors Educators Credit Union, and Tayback Law. And now with the final traffic check of the day on 101.7 The Truth, is Debbie Lazica.
Well, southbound on 43 still going to be heavy, but it starts to slow down just before Locust. And that takes you all the way down through the Marquette, down past the KK River crossing, all the way to about Oklahoma Avenue. Northbound still all clear. Westbound 94, we've got backups from about 35th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound is tightening up from 84th Street to Holly Road, and still have some delays on 41 southbound from Silver Spring down past Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 34. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, chance for afternoon rain, a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Laziga on 101.7 The Truth.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Truth Nation, it's time once again to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community at the second annual Truth Community Awards, happening Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. This award show will honor the unsung heroes who show up, give back, and make a positive impact in our community every single day. We are rolling out the red carpet and showing love to those who truly deserve it. Buy your tickets now by visiting 1017thetruThawards.com. Tickets are just $20, which includes free food and exclusive Truth giveaways. Join the 1017 The Truth team for an unforgettable night of entertainment, inspiration, and community pride at the second annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 in Milwaukee. The Truth Community Awards are presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousin Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. All-Star Weekend is over, but included many Milwaukee ties in the process. Former Bucks point guard Damian Lillard bested Bobby Portis and Wisconsin Lutheran High School alum Con Knippel in the three-point contest. Whitnell High School alum and Miami Heat sharpshooter Tyler Hero was the event's defending champion, but missed the event due to injury. Bucks are back at it this Friday against the Pelicans in New Orleans. In college basketball, Badger basketball is heading to Ohio State for a Big Ten matchup tomorrow at 7. Marquette hosts St. John's on Wednesday at 8. UW-Milwaukee won a close one against UW-Green Bay this weekend, 75-72.
EPW driving on a double team. Handed off for Kone, who rises up, throws it down.
Their next game is against Detroit Mercy on Friday. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown team, member FDIC.
More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Just trying to annoy me. Whatever. Good night. I head out early. See you later, Quanda. Have a good one. Sincere Runner Real said, no, can't let it out. This is food to digest. Whatever. Crystal said, at least tell us what it is you won't talk about. Look, what's it? So if I tell you what I don't want to talk about, I'm talking about it. So, what's the one thing women do? And see, I don't want to extrapolate because I don't want people to think it's about me personally. This is observations I've made of a number of my friends being married and a number of people that I know. And so sometimes people will like leak things to you. They'll link it to you saying, hey, it must have been you. Well, no, it wasn't. So many times guys that I talk to, because, I sit around and listen, and they talk about their girlfriends and their wives. I don't. And so I listen, and they talk about how their wives, like, get to a point where they only want you to do stuff, or their girlfriends to do stuff that they need. You're not supposed to help anybody else. You're not supposed to do anything for anybody else. They just want you to help with what they want you to help. And then after that, they have nothing for you. Oh, yeah. They literally act like they don't care. It is just weird to me that, I asked these guys, I said, well, did you know she was like that before you married her? Did you see any signs of not really caring about, but only paying attention when they wanted something or needed to get something? And then after that, they just kind of disappear? Like they only cared about what you did when it stopped them from doing what they did, they want to do. But if they do what they want to do and you can do what you want to do and it don't affect them, they don't care. That doesn't sound like caring to me. That sounds like very selfish. And I've seen a lot of people in relationships with selfish and lazy partners. Well, my husband don't like to work. Well, did you ask him before you married him whether or not he wanted to work? If he was a bum and didn't work when you were dating, what made you think you was going to marry him and make him all of a sudden this great virtue of work? That wasn't happening. Standards. The problem is this. Women can fake standards very well. Men can't. Women will fake a standard. Oh, I'm loving and I'm this and I'm that. And you get married and they fall flat on their behind and don't give you nothing as it relates to cleaning up the house, cooking a meal. And that's not necessarily their job. But if you've had that conversation and you've said, hey, if you take care of this, I'll take care of that. You take care of this, I'll take care of that. Sometimes he may stay home and take care of the kid while she goes to work. And it's okay, as long as that's worked out between them. But then society's going to kick in and say, oh, so you let her work? What do you mean let her work? She decided to work. I decided to stay home. I'm more domesticated than she is. I'm telling you, there's some women in the world that can't cook, that can't do nothing. And trust me, I knew one. Can't do nothing. And her husband laughs all the time because he cooks. He's like, yeah, I cook. And I mean every day, like cooks dinner, ain't got a problem with it. She don't have a problem with it. That works for them. And Mal said, nah, Dr. Ken, sometimes behavior shows up decades later. Let me show you what happens. People present their best self when they're selling themselves. Their best self might be 40%. The other 60% is hidden, and you don't get to see it, even after you get married, and then it slowly seeps out. That's a lie. They give you pointers as it goes, little by little, bit by bit, those little squeamishes, those little, and then they hide it again. Oh, that was just a one-time thing. It wasn't. It wasn't. If she hollered at you she gonna holler again. If she smacked you, she gonna smack you again. Just like men. Sincere Runaway Real say, Dr. Kim, my thing is transparency and communication. So when I address a situation and I get ignored, brushed off, or disregarded, I fall back. If I'm not taken seriously, I fall back. It's not about whether or not they take you seriously. It's if they listen. And if they don't listen, you know what I do? Stop talking. Okay. You should just say, okay, and then move on, and then do what you want to do. When you get reminded of it, then remind them of it. Hey, you remember when I asked you about such and such? Yeah, you said, I don't care. So I went and did what I did. Oh! Crystal said, women stop caring after a certain age. It's biological and it's freeing. That doesn't make any sense to me. If women stopped caring after a certain age, then they wouldn't act the way they act. They wouldn't be so hurt. They wouldn't be so evil. They wouldn't be so mean. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If I was single in Milwaukee, I ain't dating nobody. I wouldn't date anybody here. I don't think I'd date anybody anyway. If I was single here, oh gosh, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because everybody, it's to the point, well, when we come back, I'm going to tell you what I really feel, and I know people going to get mad, they're going to get upset. But I got some suggestions for younger people that I think if you really, 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 really want to date a really good guy and a really nice guy, these are some things that you're going to have to do. And I got to be honest with you, with most men, it's non-negotiable.
Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
Steinhoffel's President 5-Day Sale is happening now, and the furniture and mattress savings are so good. Start with at least 10% off store-wide, then you'll get $50 off every $4.99 you spend, plus doorbusters you gotta see in person. And if you're financing, I got something huge for you. 60 months with no interest until 2031 when you spend over $19.99, plus you'll get a $200 MasterCard reward card. It's only 5 days, so don't wait, and it's only at Steinhoffel's.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard, aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this. Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, and I'm a member at Educators Credit Union, where your money is powered by purpose. Educators Credit Union community advocates, driven to uplift the Milwaukee community with donations to local organizations such as Milwaukee Tool Library and sponsorship of events large and small that take place in our backyard. Make the switch, just like I did, to ECU.com. That's Educators Credit Union at ECU.com. Insured by NCUA, membership eligibility is required. 833-212-1017 is the number. Crystal said, I can't remember the chemical, but it drops when women get older. But that chemical is what makes women nurturing when they are young. But it sounds like you might be talking about younger women being mean, etc. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And the reason I say that is this. See, I don't know who to talk to first. Guys, girls, let's move the sex thing out of the way, right? Let's just look at the relationship, the two of them. Bottom line is this. How you dress dictates how you're treated. If you dress nice, you're treated nice. How a man spends time looking at a woman who's dressed provocatively has no bearing on whether or not he would have any type of relationship other than hello. If that, don't even care. Because the old school thing of what would my mama think is real. You bring her home, your mama throw you out and her. Depends on how she's dressed. Now, she might really dress like that, right? She might be out there, but you may need to, have her pull it in and dress a little more, I won't say normal, I'll say conservative. Like Sunday best. But at some point, it plays a huge role in how you're treated. Your hair, your nails. You don't need long fingernails. You just need them clean with no dirt in them. Soft hands. Regular shoes. A decent skirt that actually can show your knees, but don't have to show all of your thighs. I'm saying I'm being silly. But understand something. Guys, wear a shirt with a collar sometimes. T-shirts all the time, pants hanging around your butt. I saw a guy actually sitting down. His pants were down by his knees, and he was sitting in a regular coat, like was outside and was inside, went inside and sat on a bench in his underwear. I was like, why do you have pants on? If you're going to sit like that, just take the pants off and walk around with underwear all the time. And women are attracted to that. That's weird to me. That's just weird to me. It's just weird. We accept so little. We accept very little. I'm going to tell you, I treat my family and I tell them you need to be a stickler and have parameters when it comes to dating. If the person doesn't have at least a bachelor's degree, don't bother. She said, why is that? I said, because you have a master's degree. Like, there's a conversation you can't have, and there's some places you can't go with a high school diploma and a master's degree. You just can't. We could pretend and we could be nice all day. Oh, we got to be nice. No, we can't. There are some places you can't go. There are some things you can't do without a bachelor's degree. That's just real. I don't know how to help you with that. You can complain. You can kick it around all you want. Miles said that should not necessarily be the case, though clothes should not be a determining factor on how you treat people. It most certainly is. And I'm not talking about people that are dirty or people that are homeless. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you purposefully dress like a bum and you walk around like it's normal and you know better. People treat you a certain way because of how you present yourself. And if you present yourself bad and you get treated bad, You can't expect it. It's like the guy that speeds away from the police, drives, and then doesn't expect to get arrested. Like, what? There are natural things that happen when you do certain things in life. Treat people bad, somebody's going to treat you bad. But that's just how it is. Crystal said that oxytocin, I'm going to look that up. I'll try to check it out. Miles says, so I can't wear pajamas at the airport. No! You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Truth Unfiltered is coming up next. Myself, along with the effective communication coach, Denise Thomas, will be talking. It's recorded from yesterday, so make sure you check out the rebroadcast from 6 till 8 tonight. Then Tori Lowe will kick in. Hey, God bless. Take care. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you. Hey, Chad. Love y'all. Take care. Make sure you sign up and come to the Truth Awards. Okay? Don't make me come on this chat and come after you. All right? Hey, have a great evening. Night, Crystal. And is the man in your life over 50 alone? 56% says yes, they're alone, and 44% said no, they're not. Look after your men. Look after us. God bless. I'm out.
And that's the truth.
Be quiet.